Hey, Manuel Suarez here, CEO of AGM Marketing Attention Grabbing Media. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the major difference between a platform like YouTube and every other social media platform. Even though they're all called social media, they are very different monsters. So let me tell you all about it. So over the years, I have been building channels across all of these platforms. So we've been able to succeed dramatically doing so. Just in 2022, we have done 10 social media profiles to over 1 million followers organically without any paid advertising. You might be asking yourself, well, what does that mean? Are you getting followers from pyramids of who knows where? No, I'm actually getting people that give me attention that end up producing revenue for our business. And our businesses scale. Like in the subject of our Natural Slim brand, we do somewhere around $50 million a year in revenue, and we spend peanuts in advertising. So we get to keep a lot of money on our pocket because we leverage the organic opportunities. And that's the beauty of this particular system of leveraging the social media platforms. So for example, on the Natural Slim, a lot of people celebrate the subject of ROI, return on investment. They spend $1, they get $3 back, and they're happy with that. And yes, that is very often a great scenario, but it's not the best one. Building a legacy, creating a content routine, spreading a message, getting attention at scale, leveraging the opportunities in today's environment is a much better path because you don't have to spend money on advertising. You don't have to become a sales machine yourself. All you got to do is provide value to the world. And when you do so, you end up getting attention, and that always leads to revenue. So what's the difference between YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these platforms? What is so different between all of them? Well, I would put YouTube in one side, and I would put Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and every other platform on another side. So again, this is coming from somebody that is not just talking. This is coming from somebody that is also walking. Every single day, I am building social media followings and growing our platforms across the board, and also generating hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue on the back of our social media strategies. This year alone, we're going to do somewhere around $200 million in revenue from the strategies that we execute here at Attention Grabbing Media. So you can pay attention, understand that this is actual real value, and I hope that you can actually implement some of this stuff. The YouTube platform is a beast on its own. The reason why is because the YouTube platform is a media company that is there permanently. You here watching this video, you might be watching this in 2022, but you also might be watching this video in 2037. Maybe you are my great-grandson trying to figure out how great-grandpa looks, and you're watching a video 20 years, 40 years, 60 years on the line. That is something that is possible on the YouTube platform. Content becomes immortalized. You become a part of the internet world, and it's almost like going into the Hall of Fame. Like when people go to the Hall of Fame in the baseball game or in the basketball game or in the football game, it's immortalizing their performance or their being in the world of that particular sport. They become a part of that sport permanently, and that's why it's so special. Well, I would like to use that as an analogy when it comes to you having a YouTube channel, spreading your message, getting your content out there, because people get to discover you every single day. Take it from somebody also that has lived that in a very personal and emotional level. Because if you guys know my story, you know that my father and I were conquering the content game together. We were conquering the business game together, and we were impacting millions of people. We have the largest social media following for Latin American health education in the world. Like we literally are the cream of the crop in the subject of education for Latin American people on the subject of metabolism. We have one of the biggest YouTube channels on the planet. And in Latin America, good luck trying to find somebody bigger than us. So my father passed away very sadly early 2021. Still today, more people are discovering him than before he passed. So it's the beauty of like this particular internet phenomena that when you put your content out there, especially on a platform like YouTube, the content lives on forever. So that's the one thing that I want you guys to keep in mind. The YouTube platform allows you to immortalize yourself, make you a part of the internet forever. So for example, you might be searching for content to educate yourself on the social media platforms a few years on the line. YouTube might be kind enough to show you this video as a possible answer to your question. And you might be discovering me for the first time. Maybe I have a lot more white hair right now. Maybe I'm like, I don't know, 50 pounds heavier. Who knows? But at this point, you are discovering me because that's the beautiful thing about YouTube. It immortalizes your content. So now let's go to the other side of the equation. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, and any other social media platform that gets developed along the way. These are not media content platforms in the same way. They are a jungle. They have something called a news feed, or the stories, for example, they disappear. Whether that's Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels or TikToks, they disappear. People would have to go to your profile and jump through several hoops to find your content. It's not a searchable thing. Yes, you can search for it and maybe you can actually find some stuff related, but they're not search engines. YouTube is a search engine. It also happens to be the second biggest search engine on the planet after Google. Because of that, these are very different platforms that are not going to keep on introducing people to you over the long haul. So I like to describe YouTube as a platform that you want to build for your future. At some point, that future will become your present. If you look at, for example, our Natural Slim brand, we are now living off of our content in present time. So our YouTube channel became our present time. We're still generating tens of millions of views on our content every single month, and we generate a lot of phone calls and visitors to our websites because of our YouTube channel and our distribution on this platform. Of course, we're still omnipresent. We're still doing TikToks and Facebooks and Instagrams and all those things consistently, but it's a whole different media strategy. What we're doing with TikTok and Facebook and Instagram is getting present time attention right now. So for example, if you haven't started your YouTube channel and you want to build that media for yourself, you want to build this future for yourself, I want you to keep in mind that this YouTube strategy is not something that happens overnight. You got to be willing to play the long game. And I'm talking about something that you got to be able to do the content like I'm doing here right now, close your eyes and create for a long time without being concerned about how many views, how many comments, how many likes, keeping in mind that your content is getting immortalized. So whether somebody finds you tomorrow or finds you in 6 years, that is still attention. And if you have a passion for the long-term growth of your message and your company, then it shouldn't make a difference for you because you are in it for the long run. So just keep that in mind. You got to put your head down and do it for 6 months, for a year. Be prepared to do it long-term and not have any vanity about, oh, I don't think my content is actually hitting home. It doesn't work like that. Remember, there's a lot of people out there putting content. The ones that end up winning the game of content are usually the ones that are consistent, they're committed, they have quality in their message, and they have quantity of their message. Those elements combined are a formula for success. So just keep that in mind. So the way that, just to summarize this video, when it comes to social media strategies, YouTube is its own beast, and you want to create that for the future. And there's nothing more valuable than having that media become a very, very valuable part of your brand, that as you give it value and consistency, it would end up giving you more value to you than what you give to it. So some of these platforms, some of these YouTube channels that I manage, 60% of our traffic is actually being recommended by YouTube. They give us love because we are being consistent with them. So long term, because they see your commitment and they see your value, and they see people interacting with you, these platforms like YouTube will end up flowing you a lot of power. And now the whole thing starts snowballing. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all these other platforms, you got to look at them as your present time opportunities for attention now. YouTube is attention in the future. If you're able to get attention now, that's bonus. Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, those 3 particular examples that I mentioned right now, in 2022, at the time of this recording, which again, it's something that changes consistently. Maybe it's not applicable to you at this point because you're watching this video in 2027. Who knows? Maybe Facebook already went bankrupt and they closed. You never know. But you want to use existing social media platforms that are not like YouTube, that are immortalizing content. You want to use these platforms to capture attention now. Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Today, these particular placements are the best way to get attention for your business right now, because I do understand that you got to pay the bills. You got to put food on the table. You got to pay your staff. I understand that you got to do that. In order for you to be able to do that, you got to get attention. On YouTube, you're not getting attention right now unless you've been doing it for a long time. You're getting attention in the future. On Facebook, you can put a video out there on Reels and go viral, and you can catch some fire. You can have 1,000 followers and get 100,000 views on a video. How does that make sense? 1,000 followers, 100,000 views? Because Facebook Reels and Instagram Reels and TikTok and YouTube Shorts are the one opportunity that you have in that area to get more attention at scale for no advertising organically, if you have the value of your message. Just recap. YouTube is the future. YouTube is what you want to do to build a legacy. YouTube is something that you want to continue to create so you can have something that is bigger than you, that goes through you and passes on to generations. Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and LinkedIn, every other platform that I didn't mention, it's just going to be for present time attention right now while you work on building your future legacy with the YouTube platform. All right. Hope that you liked that video. Subscribe, comment, let me know what your thoughts are. And I will hope to see you on another video. And I will hope to see you execute on some of these concepts. See you in the next one.